The top stories. Police say the Sandy Lane robbery was faked. Crop over changes are announced, and Guyana has been linked to a mafia cocaine plot. Welcome to Nation News for Thursday, February the 13th, 2014.
You want your loved ones around to celebrate, especially those living far. And with Digicel Top-Up, Dad can help you bring life to the party and be part of the celebration. Ask him to send you Digicel Minutes. Receive free instant additional credit. Stay connected here and there. Ask your family abroad to send Digicel Minutes today.
I'm Bert Miles. Thanks for joining us. We begin with the news from the police that the big Sandy Lane jewelry robbery we told you about last week was actually a hoax. Acting Police Commissioner Tyrone Griffith has told reporters that after extensive investigations, the English couple reporting the robbery retracted their story after they were re-interviewed and subsequently arrested.
As we speak, we are in the process of instituting charges against those two persons who would have reported that they were robbed at their Sandy Lane residence.
The English couple had alleged that they were held at gunpoint at their Sandy Lane holiday home and robbed of millions of dollars worth of exclusive jewelry and cash. Mr. Griffith said the Sandy Lane robbery report had created fear and caused panic among some residents in the upscale neighborhood. The police chief also spoke about the arrest of 4 Colombians who were charged for a series of burglary offenses. He said incidences of non-nationals committing crime had become a worry for the police, who were partnering with Interpol, the international police organization, on intelligence gathering.
We work with our Interpol partners in determining the likelihood of some of these visitors to our shores being involved in crime. Obviously, it would be of significant importance if we were able at our borders to have our fingerprint available so that we would better know who are coming into our shores. But we work closely with Interpol to ascertain who these people coming to our shores. But we know that we are aware that it is a problem that we have to keep our eyes open for.
None of the 6 commercial banks in Barbados is locally owned, but a regionally owned bank is not a bad second bet. Well, no surprise that that sentiment in praise of indigenous Caribbean banks has been expressed by the local CEO of Republic Bank, which bought the former state-owned Barbados National Bank. Ian D'Souza told a business seminar that Caribbean-owned banks provide immense advantages.
A tremendous benefit, not just to us, but certainly to the markets in which we operate at the time like this, is that being an indigenous bank provides us with a competitive advantage, but it also provides our customers with a tremendous advantage in that being indigenous to the region, we know and understand how to do business in these markets. We know and understand the value or the importance people put on a name and a relationship. And we are therefore able to work a lot more closely with business people.
The 4 new ambulances announced several weeks ago for the QEH are now here. The health emergency vehicles were released from the Bridgetown port and were spotted being filled up earlier at a neighboring petrol station. It is expected that the ambulances will be fully operational in the next 2 weeks to assist the emergency ambulance service, which has been plagued by a shortage of vehicles. The service also received a donation of 13 3-wheel ambulances from the United Arab Emirates last year, but officials have yet to decide what exactly they will be used for. The crop is starting in the east this year. Yes, the opening gala and ceremonial delivery of the last canes will be at 4 Square Rum Distillery and Heritage Park in St. Philip, rather than Queen's Park. The National Cultural Foundation is ringing the changes as it prepares to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the festival. Among other crop over innovations planned are the Whole Town Garden Party at St. James Parish Church, Christchurch Carnival, the Spicestown Market and queue in the community. Here's some news that will alarm employers. Just 3 out of every 10 employees in Barbados say they are working at their full potential. It's the finding of the latest survey from NICE, the National Initiative for Service Excellence. And not surprisingly, the agency is not happy. It has devised a program called 100 Improvements in 100 Days to promote more employee satisfaction.
This year we are focusing on service excellence, productivity, and innovation. And we're just asking organizations, if you have 50 persons in your organization, that just means 2 ideas, 2 implementations, 2 improvements per person over the 100 days, and that certainly is doable.
The 100 Club has a new member. Doris Eileen Goodman has marked her 100th birthday with a visit from Governor General Sir Elliot Belgrave and surrounded by family and friends. The celebration party was held at Highgate Park in Wildy, where those present were entertained by the numerous stories Ms. Goodman had to tell.
At Courts, every day we bring affordability, convenience, innovation, and style to over 1 million customers in 11 countries. From homes to communities, we are proud to make a difference in the lives of many across the region. Courts, bringing value home.
In Caribbean news, Wednesday's IMF report in Barbados also warned Eastern Caribbean nations that any deterioration in this country's finances could hurt trade and financial channels in the region, which absorbs about a quarter of Barbados' exports and accounts for 11% of tourist arrivals. The Eastern Caribbean dollar is considered overvalued, the IMF says, and the financial sectors in its member nations are fragile. It warns that instability originating in Barbados could spread via interconnected financial systems, including 2 large Barbados-based financial companies. American prosecutors have implicated cocaine shipments from Guyana in an international drug conspiracy. The FBI and Italian police arrested over 24 suspects this week in connection with the alleged plot to ship over 500 kilos of cocaine out of Guyana. It has been reported that the plotters have mafia connections and that at least 1 Chinese with ties to construction in Guyana may be involved. St. Lucian police have announced an overall reduction in crime for last year. Commissioner Vernon Francois says he's pleased with the progress and hopes for a further fall this year.
In all major categories of crime, the police recorded decreases. For example, crimes against persons, there was a reduction. Sexual offenses, there was a reduction. Against property, there was reduction. Summary offenses, there was a reduction. However, we also saw that there were increases in areas in drug offenses. There were slight increase in the firearm-related offenses, and that is of concern to us.
Here's some news for Facebook fans. You don't have to be just male or female on Facebook anymore. The social media giant is adding an option with about 50 different terms people can use to identify their gender, as well as 3 preferred pronoun choices, him, her, or them. Facebook said the changes will initially cover the company's 159 million monthly users in the US and are aimed at giving people more choices in how they describe themselves, such as androgynous, bigender, intersex, gender fluid, or transsexual. And finally, where are you taking your partner on Valentine's Day? One tweet has suggested Harrison's Cave. I say, oh yes, how about a national snuggle fest under the stalactites on Valentine's night, or even a cave kiss-a-thon. Spread the love, folks. That's it from Nation News for Thursday. Do look out for Friday's New Look Weekend Nation, which has a story on the lovers' lanes of Barbados.